YouTube. It's Ben. I'm going to take a look at the first of my several weed whackers I have, or at least the two of them. This first one is a Yard Machines MTD 4-cycle, no more torque, no gas and oil mixing, lower emissions, which is technically true. Model Y26CO for carbon monoxide, yeah. But before we do anything, actually, we probably ought to check the oil on it and put some gas in it, since it looks to be, we'll pour that out and put some in. So let me go grab some nice gas and some nice oil and we'll go. So a quick check on the internet reveals it's just a 30 weight oil, which is convenient because I don't have any 1030 in stock right now. But it was overly filled, I think, with oil. And it was almost like transmission fluid. It was kind of red in color and very, very liquidy, more than oil would be normally. Thing about this machine, I guess, is you top it off with it level. So that's step one. So I've got my oil there. We'll fill that up too. I got some carb cleaner here because why not? This thing's been parked for a while, right? It's missing its air cleaner clearly, but that shouldn't stop us from running it. And if the case comes that it does run and I want to run it, then we'll put an air filter on it. And then I did drain the gas out. That looked fine, didn't smell bad or anything, but I drained it out anyway. And the gas can is clean. So next step for me now is to put gas in it and to put oil in it. And then reef on it a little bit to make sure it'll run. Or see if it'll run anyway. See if we have to go farther than that. For the instructions, check oil, fill tank with fuel, press bulb 10 times or until fuel is visible. Ooh, that bulb is crap. 1, 2, well, based on the fact that it will run on carburetor cleaner, that means it's probably not getting any gas, which means we probably need to take it apart and clean it. So we'll get a Phillips. We can take these two screws off, I'm guessing. It's going to pull our choke mechanism off. Excuse me. And I'm thinking we'll probably need to take off the primer bulb carefully. That's a Phillips right here. And hopefully that'll give us some openings to some orify. Let us get that cleaned up so it can actually draw its own gas, because it runs, so ignition wise we're good and compression wise we're fine. It just needs more gas. So undone these two screws. Follow with the adventure with me as we slowly pull this off. Not done unscrewing apparently. There we go. Wow, those are long threaded screws. They're like a universal, like a Torx Phillips flathead, so that's neat. There's an O-ring there. I ordered an O-ring. Ooh, I see there. There's an O-ring right here on the carburetor. It'd be great if I could hold the camera still. That'd be great. If I get a focus on that. There we go. There's an O-ring there. I ordered an O-ring kit off eBay so that coming down the future, when I run across these things, I can just replace them if I need to. But it looks good. Of course, it's just for air, so who cares? Throttle is right there. It's neat because in the carburetor, it's not actually a disc. It's a drum with a hole in it. So not sure you can see with the video, especially if I don't hold it in right. But as you squeeze it, it opens the passage. So it's kind of a neat way to do it. Not sure. Oh, that's probably for something else. And then we have probably recirc from the crankcase coming in there. So stuff I don't care about, but there is the carburetor. Tiny little thing. So that's cool. But next part of the fuel system we do have to do is primer bulb here. We got the 4 screws, so I'm going to take those off and then come back and we'll peel it off. Helps if I have the camera on the right side to keep on the target. These screws are extremely long, so they're not short to hold the bulb on. They're actually long to hold the entire carburetor on the machine. So when I undo all 4 of these, I'm guessing this comes off as a plate and this comes off as a plate, and there'll be a bunch of gaskets I'll probably wreck while I'm doing it. But anyway, so that's what I'm expecting now, is to be very careful. It's raining gas. Okay, so it's not pressurized, I don't think. But of course you primer it to get fuel up to the carburetor, and that's probably got some sort of little cute pulse jet, there it drains off, pulse jet type of carburetor that just gets enough fuel into the carb for the needle, and everything else is probably bypassed away. So I'm trying to get these two little screws out, but that looks fine. That's just a rubber membrane, and that too is probably just a rubber membrane there, another rubber membrane there that's kind of thick. Can you focus on that, please? Perfect, thanks. And it's quite stuck on there. And there's the internals of our carburetor. So I'm not going to peel that back too far. Now I'm not going to show you in the video because I need my other hand, but we're going to spray the crap out of this and then seal it back up and see if that helps. Okay, so we did take out the 4 screws. There's the plates that you saw here. We nuked everything with carb cleaner. We've reprimed it again. And now we're going to see if we can start it again. So I'm going to put it on full choke, obviously primed. Trying to bring her down to her idle. Filming this? So with lots and lots of pulling, I was able to get it to get a little fuel in. Especially covering up my finger, and it would fire off with the carb cleaner, so get it to pull some gas through, and it had successfully done that. However, it still needs some choke help to run, so that means there's still a fuel obstruction, but I'm hoping with the seafoam that's in the gas tank, that will help kind of remove that varnish, and it will get better running over time.